Welcome back. We are live. Cody's Caravan is live in Napa. We're at Robert Viale Vineyards. This place is spectacular. When you think of old school Napa, this is the place to go. I cannot wait to show you around. But my friends Julie and Graham from Southern Stoke Barbecue were telling me about this event you guys are doing and doing a little barbecuing and wine pairing.
Zinfandel is a fantastic pairing for barbecue, and Bialy is one of the classic Zinfandel producers, so it's a natural pairing, and it's so delicious.
It's got like a little black pepper note in the wine, so it goes great with all things beef and pork. So
See, you and I are both from the deep south. I honestly thought there was a law that you had to have beer with barbecue, but you can branch out.
I think it just depends on how hot it is outside. So if you're in the south, beer is so hot, you know. Here, Mediterranean climate, nothing better than barbecue and wine, right? Yeah.
You guys got your family started early in the barbecue business. I have a photo of your little nipper gnawing on a rib.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. At 6 months, he starts eating. What's one of the first things he eats is ribs. It's perfect.
Ribs,
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
He will drink that barbecue sauce that you've had.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild. We were like, okay, you know, maybe.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah.
No? Okay, tangy.
We raised him on cayenne, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Raised him on cayenne? Okay, fantastic. You guys got some big news. Let's go over here and show this to him real quick. This is your brand new Airstream that you guys are hooking up here.
Yeah.
About this
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. We got it a couple months ago and then started working on it with our good friend Nick Clark. He's with Phoenix Construction, and yesterday actually debuted this beautiful window that they put in, this live redwood shelf that they actually had at the shop, and it fit perfectly. It was like kismet. And we're so excited. It's going to expand our footprint. It's going to allow us to do so much more. You know, everything is in one place. It's a kitchen on wheels. It's everything we could honestly ever dream of. It's so exciting.
a lot of the wineries don't have a full kitchen, so being able to do anything and everything at the wineries is a huge part of our business. So it's going to expand everything that we're capable of, honest to God. So, yeah.
It's pretty cool, pretty cool. I say it's the best barbecue maybe in Northern California. I'm just a man. But you guys were voted best barbecue.
We were. Okay, we have to be on. It was silver best barbecue, but that's just because we're just getting started, baby. But we're so honored to have gotten that award, of course, and we're just really excited for what else it is allowing us to do.
It's so good. Okay, so we've talked you into feeding us this morning, which we always appreciate, but you're also going to share some of your barbecue knowledge with my viewers.
Yes, all the secrets. Okay. Yes, I mean, I won't hold anything back.
Yeah, we're going to explore some of my roots. I'm not from the South. I am a Yankee, I have to be honest. But we need to bring some of that Yankee energy. So we have some items that come from my background, and of course some items that come from Graham's, and you know, just all sorts of delicious food.
There is a Venn diagram with some of this stuff. So there's a crossover between North and South that actually works. And I think that, you know, we definitely have explored that. So.
Well, I think you two proved that it works. The North and South going together. All right, coming up, we'll show you some barbecue recipes, give you some tips on how to make better barbecue at your house, and then show you around this beautiful vineyard. I am telling you, this is a spectacular place. You got to come visit. All right, back to you guys in the studio. 1 hour away from Sacramento. Exactly 1 hour. You could be here. It's magical.
That looks and sounds amazing. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. A restaurant in Napa has been voted the best barbecue in the area, so you know Cody's Caravan was interested. Cody is there live this morning trying out some dishes and learning some tips for the grill, too. This is timely for Father's Day because we're always looking to up our grill game.
Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely. You're going to learn something here. You're going to learn something. But once again, Julie and Graham, a Southern Stoke Barbecue, not only great people, great barbecue, also former news people that got out, people. They got out. Used to work at CNN. Okay, so we're talking brisket here, my friend.
Yes. So this is a Wagyu pastrami, right?
Pastrami,
basically done just like a Texas brisket. And historically, this is what inspired Texas brisket, right? Same kind of vibe, same kind of smoke. You know, we brine it and we season it differently, and we just use a ton of seasoning. So I'm going to go ahead and cut into this, right? Right, I know. Just live on television. Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
that's a gorgeous piece of meat, if I must say so myself.
Give them one tip if you were going to do this at home.
I mean, 225 and stick to the temp the best you can. Don't open it up. Don't look at it. Just trust that it's doing its thing, right? Let's see. I'm gonna try.
That is a problem. We like to look, and we mess with the temperature.
Right, and you want to show it off when people show up. You're having a beer and the guys show up and you're like, hey, look at this beautiful cut of meat. Well, don't do that. Show them off at the end of it. Do you want to, how do we do this? I'm like being like coy here. Here. Oh, and so this is kind of from Julie's background, right? She's from Pittsburgh. They're famous for their pastrami. Is it Pimenti Brothers? I messed this up.
Permane
Brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah, with a sandwich with the fries in them. Yeah, I got you.
Pittsburgh loves the fry.
That was delicious.
So good, right?
We're going to teach you what wines to pair with that in a second. Now we got to talk chicken.
We do.
This recipe, how long in your family?
4 generations. So I grew up on this chicken, and it's always been my favorite, right? And I haven't gotten to share it with that many people in my life. So sharing it with all of Napa and then you and everyone else is so much fun. But it's from this tiny town called Binghamton, New York. So it's upstate New York, but not just, it's very specific to Binghamton. And it's based, I think that it comes from Greek or Italian immigrants. And very herbaceous. There is, like lemon, onion. There's a little bit of a kick. I can't give away all the secrets, but we use chicken thighs. And then we cook it on the grill, but you'll see some on the grill in a second. And then we do a little, actually a very healthy swath of garlic lemon aioli. And on a Winston's bun, which is a local bakery, and it is divine. It's become a quick favorite, and it's one of the things we'll be serving at the Bialy event on July 19th.
Oh, fantastic! And then what would you pair with that?
This is called Clementina. It is a Greco Bianco, and I think that this is the winemaker's mom was named Clementina. That's the name of it. But a beautiful white wine. This is one of those wines where they sell out of it like immediately. So when we came here for a wine tasting, they were just about to bottle this, and we were like, "Dang, we missed it!" But it's perfect with this chicken.
Okay,
so good. Yeah.
Okay, it'd be rude for me not to
It
try
would be. You
it.
gotta get in there.
Such a pretty golden one.
Oh my goodness, life changing. That event coming up once again?
July 19th. I think it's called the Backyard Porch Barbecue, Backyard Barbecue. We're going to be out here cooking brisket, pulled pork, this chicken, some of our delicious sides, and paired with Bialy's beautiful wines.
Fantastic. Just look at the colorization of that wine. Okay, coming up, we're going to pair this with some wines, and then we're going to get a history lesson about this vineyard. It is fantastic. It is. I'm telling you, what the stories here are fantastic. Back to you guys in the
Cody,
studio.
remember when you had them in studio before and the crowd that their food attracted? I think people here are getting in their cars to drive to Napa right now. Like, we have staff
1 hour
leaving
away.
the building.
Come on over.
Yeah.
Come visit.
Thank you, Cody.
Welcome back, Cody's Caravan. We're live in Napa at Robert Bialy Vineyards today. Old school Napa cool. I'm telling you, this place is spectacular. We're going to tell you more about that, but we're talking barbecue and wine. Graham, what you got there, baby?
This is our classic Texas brisket, right? It is just fabulous. A little bit different than the pastrami you saw last hour, but this is, slow smoked with cherry wood, right? And it is just like meat butter, if you know what I mean. So, why don't we pair this with some wine? How about that, huh?
Yeah, what kind of wine should we pair it with?
Probably a Bialy Zinfandel. I'm not 100%.
Let's go over. Okay, Pat.
Yes.
What wine is this we're pairing with it?
This is the Black Chicken Zinfandel from Robert Bialy Vineyards.
Now, I've been hinting about this story. Why it's called Black Chickens and why they have black chickens here. This is such a good story.
So, early 1900s, we'll make the short story. Pietro Bialy immigrated from Italy, landed in Napa Valley, started a family, had a son named Aldo. Aldo was 13 years old when Pietro perished in a mining accident, so a little tragedy. And at 13, Aldo started making wine and bootlegging it under the code word Black Chicken. So people would call Aldo and say, Aldo, give me a bushel of beans, a dozen eggs, 2 pounds of walnuts, and a black chicken.
And a black chicken, and
So
that was a jug of wine.
1942, so he did it from 1942 until 1991.
Oh, wow.
So iconic Zinfandel, Napa Valley.
That is such a good story. I love that story so much.
Yeah, perfect with this brisket.
It really is, and that brisket is beautiful. You guys are doing the big barbecue out here, and you want it to be like a family kind of thing, because that's the history of
That's
this place.
it, right? July 19th, we'll be doing the barbecue, and it's, like you said, old Napa, right? It's relaxed, it's casual, it's drinking wine and enjoying with friends.
Yeah.
Right? Laughter, stories, history, meat butter.
Meat butter.
I love it. I was like, man.
Should we go over and have a little brisket?
Let's do some brisket.
We even brought out our chicken pitcher.
Oh,
Come
nice.
on. We didn't have a black chicken pitcher.
You got real southern there for a New York girl.
It just comes out.
So through osmosis.
Okay, I'm going in.
All right, I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
the muscle.
Oh, go for it. Go for it, Brian. Go for it.
Reach across.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Gotta get in there.
So proud of you.
I'm gonna have a queso
Yeah,
while
yeah.
you guys are at it.
That is delicious. How long did you put that on the grill?
Well, it's about 14, 15 hour smoke. So, just all day, pretty much.
And then we hold it for a little while to really get those juices trapped in there. So it's a labor of love, but it's a delicious one.
It really
Yeah.
is a delicious one.
Since we've got Pat here, this guy grew up in Napa. He's a nappin.
Yes,
He's a
Napa.
nappin, not a napkin, but a nappin. We're going to get him to tell us a little history of this area right here, because it's very special. That's coming up.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Let me
television tease.
I like it.
Yeah.
We were teasing.
These guys get it. They worked at CNN. All right, back to you guys in the studio. So good.
Cody is in his happy place.
Yeah, I would be too.
I'm
Thank you,
so
Cody.
happy.
It has been voted the best barbecue in Napa Valley, so naturally we sent Cody to check it out.
Cody and the Caravan went to Southern Stokes at Robert Bialy Vineyards to get a taste.
Cody's Caravan, we're in Napa today, and we are really in Napa. This is old school Napa.
Yes, sir. So Napa Valley, you're in the Oak Knoll District. Robert Bialy Vineyards been making wine, like I said earlier, from 1942, legally since 1991. This is Napa Valley as it was. So, we do tastings here at the winery. It is, $50 for our Valley Vista experience.
I'm sorry, you said $50 the wine taste? That is an unbelievable price.
Yeah, we want to be fair. We want people to come and enjoy, and we don't want to be, I don't know. We want to be comfortable, and we want to relax. And we want you to relax and enjoy.
It really does have a whole different vibe than, we've toured a lot of places around Napa, but this really does give you that feeling of what it was like back in the day.
This is a place where we want you to come and your shoulders drop and you relax, right? You can't hear cars driving down the highway.
No.
We're secluded. We're 5 minutes outside of downtown Napa. So an hour and 5 minutes from Sacramento, which isn't bad, right? And we have all this view. Here we are. It's early morning. The sun's breaking through. The vines are getting a kiss of sunshine.
This is Zinfandel.
This is Zinfandel.
This is what you guys do.
So originally Zinfandel was planted in Napa Valley in 1850, right? So it was the most widely planted varietal in Napa up until the 70s. And then when the Taste of Paris and everybody started ripping up these wonderful vineyards to plant Cabernet. And Bob's family, right, his father Aldo, during that time, people are saying, Aldo, why don't you plant Cab? Why don't you plant Cab? He says, Zin was good enough for my father. It's good enough for me.
Oh, nice.
You don't want it, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Right? Not in that way, but, it's a great wine. It's a beautiful wine. It grows wonderfully in all kinds of different climates. We have vineyards here. We have some about a mile away where the family planted where they first landed in downtown in Napa. Now that vineyard is the only vineyard that is in the city limits of Napa.
Get out.
Right. So at first it wasn't, and then we get sourced some vines from Carneros. We've got stuff in Calistoga, and all these small little vineyards that are maybe an acre at the most, but planted in 1920. So we think of ourselves as preservationists. We're preserving these historical vineyard sites and really working with the growers and the owners of these to keep these vines alive.
Yeah.
And a Zinfandel vine will live and produce, as long as it's healthy, for 150 years.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Also, you guys are good stewards of the land here. It's very important.
Absolutely. So the farming practices that we do, they're organic. We're not organically certified, but it's organic practices. We don't use pesticides. We don't use herbicides. We're fish friendly, if you say. So anything that's going to run off of our property into the river isn't going to harm the wildlife.
This is such a special spot.
Beautiful?
Thank you for having us out. I really appreciate that.
much.
Come on out. Like you said, like the man said, it's only an hour and 5 minutes from Sacramento, and you are in a whole different world. It is a great vibe. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Code.